This is Packet Tracer Lab 10.8.1. This is originally from CIT 1123. This video is for CIT 1124. And we're going to walk through all the instructional set. I'm going to make a couple errors or just at least, have a little bit of fun with it as we go through. It's a pretty well thought out lab. Sometimes the Packet Tracer labs are just activities that really don't apply to real life situations. This one, on the other hand, isn't so bad. It's pretty cool. Starting with the configuring Lldp as follows. We're going to go to the HQ router and we're going to disable CDP globally. So let's take a look at HQ and let's go ahead and turn that off. So we're going to go to global config mode, and that's going to be no CDP run. It's a command you're going to type in about 1,000 times. That should get us a couple of points. And then on the same router, we're going to enable Lldp. So let's see about that. So that would be Lldp question mark. Well, run again. There we go. So that posts for that. And that was pretty easy. And then on HQ, configure the links to the switches to only receive Lldp messages. So now we're going to go interface by interface, and what we want is the interfaces connected to the switch, which is G000 and G001. So we can do those separately, or we can glob them together. Hey, why do it twice? Let's just do it once. So we'll do interface range G0/0/0-1. That'll get both interfaces at the same time, so we'll configure both of those. And we're going to set it up so we can only receive, on HQ, configure the links on the switches to only receive Lldp messages. So let's take a look at Lldp for a second. So let's go Lldp on this interface and just do a question mark. And we have receive and transmit. So we've got two options here, and it says only receive. So we'll do see receive, and that's good. And then we'll do no Lldp transmit, and that's points as well. So that's pretty easy, pretty cool. Now we're going to leave this device, and it says disable CDP on HQ switch 1 and HQ switch 2 switches. So I'm going to go ahead and close this. Disable CDP on HQ switch 1 and HQ switch 2. So let's go ahead and click on this guy here. So let's go ahead and turn CDP off on this. So again, config T, no CDP, run. That works. Be cool if we could do these at the same time, but we can't. So we'll do the exact same thing on the other one. No CDP, run again. And I'm at 34 points. Hopefully that's where we're supposed to be. Let's move that out of the way. Disable CDP on the switches. Enable Lldp on both switches. So let's go ahead and enable Lldp. So that's Lldp run on one of them. And then we'll do the same thing here. Lldp run. And now we're running Lldp on these devices. Great. On the HQ SW1 and HQ SW2 switches, configure the links for the HQ router to only send and not receive Lldp messages. Oh, okay. All right. So those links are G0/1 and G0/1. So on each one of them, we're going to go to interface G0/1, and we'll set that up. So we'll do int G0/1. And Lldp, I believe, is running. I believe we just set it up. So what we really want to do is go ahead and turn off what they want to turn off. So send and not receive. So we're going to turn off receiving. So we'll do Lldp. Let's do this. No Lldp receive. That's good. And then I don't think we'll get any points for this. For Lldp transmit, no points for that, because it's turned on globally, so no big deal there. All right, so that one's done. That's on switch 2. Let's go to switch 1. Let's do the exact same thing. int G0/1, no Lldp receive. And LDP transmit is okay. That's fine. So that's finished. So we did that on those two switches, and then disable LLDP completely on the switches access ports that are in use. So the access ports that are in use are 24 and 1. So on switch 1, we're going to go to interface 24. And we'll do no LDP transmit. And then we'll do also no receive, because we're going to lock that guy down. We're going to lock that port down. We're going to do the same thing on switch 2. We're just going to do it on a different interface. This one was on, oh boy. This was on FA0/1. Okay, so FA0/1, no LDP receive, and no LDP transmit. And those interfaces are now stopped. So this is actually pretty cool. So what they've done there is they've turned LLDP off for access devices here, which is a pretty smart thing. So if you need LLDP, HQ is going to be able to communicate with the switches, but it's not going to if something else is plugged into these interfaces that would be shut down, it would not, LLDP would not be functioning on those interfaces. So that's pretty cool. So that's part 1 of the 10.8.1.